listening to the Sportcat'S show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You're the one, the only Sport Cat. I am here with you for the next 2 hours on Radio X and the YouTube, and I don't know where else. Let me just bring in my wonderful co-host here. Brenda and I, we've been backstage. Our hearts are heavy with the decision, and I don't know. Well, first, hold on. I got to press this button here because, you know, we're not... I'm not a scientist. I won't have to do this if I... Yeah, I don't.
The views, opinions, and satirical content expressed on Sportcat'S Daily Gazette are those of the host, Glenn Sportcat Jackson.
That's me.
And do not reflect the views of any affiliated networks, sponsors, or platforms hosting the show. This show is intended for entertainment purposes only. Please note, satire and humor, all commentary, especially on news, sports, and entertainment, is presented in a satirical manner. Statements made on this show should not be taken as factual reporting or professional advice.
Get him out of here. Get out.
Right.
Good morning to everyone in Australia. We are your overnight show. And good afternoon. I'll bring the clock up because, well, what the hell?
Not like we really need to know what time it is.
Yeah, well, it depends where you're at.
Hi, Chris. Hello, Channel 12 TV News.
So let's welcome everybody to Sportcat'S Daily Gazette. We are your well, I'm not sure what we are. I think we're having an identity crisis.
I identify as a bottle of water. Leave me alone.
I think we're having an identity crisis. Shit. I don't know how to go about this. So I encourage everybody on Radio X and Dare Talk Radio to come over and find us on YouTube. And we're going to probably, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Hold on. So please come over to YouTube and find us. I'm going to beg. Maybe I'm not going to beg. I don't know what I'm going to do. Just come over and join the chat. We'll figure it out as we go along. You will find some wonderful people here. We have Chris. Hello, Chris. Welcome. And we have Randy. Welcome, Randy. We're going to be discussing you in just a minute.
Yes.
And then we have our stalkers here from, I don't know where the hell they're from, Zimbabwe or whatever. Go the fuck away.
That looks like Kick.
Yeah, it's Kick. We get them from Kick and Twitch, but none of those bastards want to pay us, and this is a problem. Hello, Harley. Welcome. So, Brenda and I have some. Well, let's just hold on a minute. Good morning in Los Angeles. I don't really like you, Newscomb. It's lunchtime in Denver. It's snowing in Denver. I could use some snow. Well,
is it?
Chris, good afternoon. You missed your lunch. And of course, here on the East Coast, it's 2:06 a.m. For our friends in Australia, it's 3:06 a.m. In Sydney, 6:06 a.m. Get up. Burnt toast and coffee time. Get out and, I don't know, do what you do. It's time for you to get moving. We ain't got time for you, huh?
Get up out of bed. Come on, shake a leg.
I had a sound effect for that. I don't know where.
Shaking a leg.
I got.
You need a bobblehead sound. That's what you need.
Is there a bobblehead sound?
I don't know.
It's Friday!
Oh, it is.
Yes, it is. It's Friday.
It is Friday.
We made it through. So, and we still have,
Gonna be awfully rough on the beaver, I'm afraid.
we still have the beaver. It's
Did
the
you
beaver
see that?
from.
Yeah, did you see what I sent you? The guy who drew the beaver where you could see it?
No.
He
I
went
did-
to Buc-ee's and had, I swear, because it's a Buc-ee's beaver. Bobby would be proud.
That's fine. I'm trying to talk Bobby into come out this weekend. For anybody that's interested, I will be at the Milena Bigfoot Festival this weekend in Georgia. It's just south of Atlanta. I'm not speaking. even though they've asked me to. I don't like to speak in front of large crowds, so I don't know why the fuck I do this.
Because you don't have to see anybody. That's why.
That's true.
Yeah. I just want to pat you on your head.
I'm on a nice shoot for this, so I even took a shower. Jesus Christ. You know, Brenda, trying to be a YouTuber is hard work. And
It is.
I know I've said this to you many times before, but I'm up at like, I don't know. We'll say I stay up late. So I'm up late. I'm up by like 9 or so. By 11, I'm in front of the computer. And until right up to 2 o'clock, especially if there's breaking news, you know, people falling out in the fucking Oval Office and shit.
Sorry.
And by the way, I need to find a sound effect for when we have to make a press correction. So we want to be factually accurate. We'll do that in a minute. So it's hard work, you know, and then after the show, there's the post-production. I upload this to Rumble and Spotify. I still don't know why. I've made 3 cents on Rumble. Yay. You know how much I've made on YouTube?
I'm
Zero.
at 11.15 on Rumble. Woohoo!
Wow, you're ahead of me. Well, you were a little freer on your show to talk shit.
Yeah, and I still am.
Concerned.
But see, look, I do this show. I do this. Look, here's my daily routine, Glenn. I do this show. Okay, I do my show. I take a nap, and then I get up and I go on a friend's show to help him out, which can run anywhere between 2 and 4 to 6 hours.
Sure.
And I get done at 5 o'clock in the morning. I go to bed, and I have to get up by 9, 10 o'clock to be able to look around and find stuff for this show. So I know how you feel. Trust me, I know how you feel. But
and I didn't even mention the hours I'm watching the other shows.
Yeah. To
see, you know, because the Matt Morses, the Justin Knights, the guy that talks about blowing up shit all the time. I can't. The one guy that every day the whole world's going to end. He's YouTube's original prepper show. That's where I come up with the line where YouTube's original anti-prepper show.
Yeah.
And then there's the guy that does the financial stuff that ventures into what we do. So there's like 4 shows I follow. And then there's my fun shows. And of course, I check out my buddy Penguin 6 every day because he explains life in, you know, being a journalist in Washington, D.C. So he sums his day down to, you know, like 10 minutes. Now here's the thing. He's paid by Getty. He's paid by, I don't know, there's a couple others. And then he posts on YouTube the pictures he doesn't use at Getty or how he obtained them. And he's monetized there. So he's got his gig. He's got the great gig. He's able to do both. And here's our problem. We are going to be doing some work with Channel 12 in the very near future, within the next 2 weeks. But we're trying to figure out how to structure it because we have loyal fans here on YouTube that have come to love us.
From your channel and mine, yes.
Yeah, on both channels, and Harley's channel. And then we have the Radio X audience. And we really love them. They gave us the little boost in the butt we needed. And we kind of took off after I left that.
Yeah.
Who's still talking about me even to last night. So, and I don't care. It's all right. I live rent free in his head, me and Trump.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want me to handle him for you? I can handle him for you.
No. I mean, I try really. I'm taking the high road. There you go. I'll get my little digs in, but I'm taking the high road.
Be a bigger person.
Nothing I wouldn't say to their face. So we've taken off. We've gotten better, and you and I have a good banter back and forth, and people like us. I still don't know why, but people do.
You're my boo.
I think because I'm an idiot. So
could be.
we are going to be moving some, possibly all, I'm not sure how we're going to do this, to the Channel 12 network. And I've got an official way I'm supposed to say that. Hold on, let me pull this up or they'll be pissed at me.
Do it right. If you're going to do it right.
Here somewhere. Let's see. The Channel 12 TV network. And what you need to do, and if you want to follow us, whether it's this show, a part of this show, or something kind of a hybrid, you need to go to the Channel 12 TV network and buy a subscription. Now, it's $9.99 a month, and I know some people are going to balk at that, but you're not just going to get us. You're going to get old classic programming, old movies. You're going to get other live shows. And if you like the paranormal, Tracy the White Witch is over there. And, oh, man, I'm drawing a blank. Greg Ogles is over there with his Bigfoot group. You will occasionally see Jessica over there. She's still doing her own thing.
Oh, I miss Jessica.
Yeah, well, they've been in the woods for a week filming a movie. And that will be coming out in January, which I'll be at the premiere. I've already got my, whatever arrangements for that. So I think it's at the end of January. That's going to be in Alabama where it premieres. So, so we'll be promoting that. Obviously, I'm no part of it, but Greg's my friend, so I'm going to be over there to support him and pump it out. And of course, he's with the TV Channel 12 TV network's affiliate too, so they'll be there. So we're growing.
Yeah,
but that's bad at the same time.
Yeah. Wait till Channel 12 catches you in the woods, sleeping in your tent, snoring louder than any Bigfoot or bear could ever imagine.
Let's see, we're just going to block Bobby Dizzle, so that won't happen. Yeah. Okay, here's the thing about Bobby Dizzle. You know, he had his own show, The Caffeinated Crypt, and he still does. Right. He's been on hiatus. I think he's building a shed to put his studio in, so when he gets drunk and his wife doesn't kick him out, he can just I don't know. But he made fun of me because I made the jump to the Thin Line Rock Station. And and Randy says the movie will also be shown on the Channel 12 TV network. So there you go. So I lost my train of thought. So Bobby is doing his own thing, and he made fun of me because I went to do the Thin Line Rock Station, which I'm never going to leave there. You're going to catch me Tuesdays and Thursdays, noon till 2, and then they replay me playing some rock songs, and I enjoy the shit out of that. He made fun of me, but now he has got his gig being a comedian and the warm-up guy for the Bigfoot festivals, the Mothman festivals, the UFO festivals, and he's doing that. And I don't fault it. I'm happy for it. I am not that guy to go up there and tell jokes in between sets and warm people up. Hell, I can't even get my own act together half the time. So I don't think and I mean, I know all these people. I'm friends with all of them. I love all of them to death. Jessica and Greg, I'd do anything for. And a few others, but those in Bobby, those are the ones I've named. And so we're trying to figure out where we are in the transition. And I will tell you, I thought this would be incredibly easy. I thought, shit, money's going to pop in. We're going to be happy. I don't know that I'm happy, and it's not that it's nothing to slight against any of. I've turned down. Well, you don't know this, Brenda, but we turned down an opportunity to be on a military radio network. They wanted to change me in the show too much. I said, "Been there, done that. Thanks," and didn't even really. So I've turned down other things for us, and this one I'm not turning down, but. How do we make the transition? That's the hardest part because
we
give myself the show.
Yeah, and we need to figure a few things out because sometimes Well, we're both tards, and I have no filter, so
No. And going behind a paywall will allow us to say fuck and more freely. We can even probably, I don't know if we can drop the C word on their network, but I don't ever use that one. But yeah, we'll be able to have more of an open banter. So
says we have
Randy, let me warm up my audience to Randy. Randy is the owner, general manager, program director. I don't know. He's like the head motherfucker in charge over at Channel 12 TV, streaming network.com or whatever. I don't know. He's that guy. So he's addicted to our show, which is good because he's willing to allow us to come over. So we'll be available on Roku, Apple, Google. I've missed a few, I'm sure. So we'll be available in more places. yeah, the corn pop word, Chris. The corn pop.
We could say corn pop. Corn pop was a bad dude.
Corn pop was a bad motherfucker.
Camera lover, this is Joe Biden.
Wait a minute, sorry, wrong button.
I wanted to reach out to you.
I'll just keep it rolling.
And say thank you for your vote in our last campaign. We greatly appreciate your financial support at a time like this.
I still want to know how my mom died in 1998, but she still voted in 2020.
Tiffany voted in Florida and lived in Tennessee. It's the damnedest thing. I told her I didn't know you were a Democrat. So this is our problem. We're trying to figure this out. So our audience is going to have to bear with us because the next 3 weeks is probably going to be rough because within the next 2 weeks we will have jumped to Channel 12. How we have jumped, I'm not sure yet. So
I only have one leg, so that's funny.
You get a hop. You get a hop. We will definitely be leaving the Parapost network on Facebook. I think we've outgrown them, but we thank them for allowing us. We're still on the channel until probably right about now. They just blocked me, but yeah, we haven't forgot where we came from. Is the thing. So if you have any suggestions, sportcat@protonmail.com or just find me on X at Sportcat and give us some feedback, how you'd like to see this happen, because we don't want to take any of the spontaneity out of what Brenda and I already have because we don't like each other. It makes it much easier. So we can go back and forth. We give a lot of ourselves. We don't know how to give the extra 10% at the moment. We're struggling with that. So I thought this would be easy. I was going to be like Howard Stern. Fuck you people. I'm gone. It's not that easy.
No. Now I
And
can't
he didn't even do
saying
that.
the beeve.
He didn't even do that. He just got fired. So it was easy for him. He got fired from DC 101 and so yeah, those were the days. Those were the days in radio.
Yeah.
Brenda,
Does that mean
you know
have
where?
to have a catch like "Good morning, Vietnam"? Oh.
Yeah, Lardy Steele burned toast and coffee from that guy's.
Oh.
That guy's gone, but he will always be an influence in my life. Burnt toast and coffee time. In case you don't know, that's from David Haynes out of Washington D.C. He was a newsman for WPGC, WAVA. I'm not sure if he was on DC 101. No, I don't think he was ever on DC 101. And that was his catchphrase when he would come on in the morning. Good morning. It's burnt toast and coffee time. And then he would basically do what we do on the radio. I mean, we're doing it on the radio in Australia. He would break his up into like 15-minute slots in between the morning jocks and the afternoon jocks. So he would come on in the morning, then they would come on. He was like their warm-up man for the morning zoo. And then they'd go to news break and he'd do like his 10, 15 minutes. And then they'd go back and do their bit. And the next DJ would come on. And yeah, so he was kind of the buffer. So, and then they replaced him with a guy. I don't think I follow him on X anymore. He turned hard left and got angry, and so.
Chris, that's right, Chris. Slots between
Slot
jocks.
between the jocks. Yes. Yeah. So where do I fit in? So I went out again last night walking Ginger, and I looked up at the Beeve. And I'm sorry, but here in Atlanta, it's the Beeve's not that impressive. Now, Mom's coming up over the mountain. It's like glorious. I don't know. I think Atlanta's just a shithole. So I go outside to look at the moon and dodge bullets.
Are you
So-
just now figuring that out about Atlanta?
No, I worked in the inner city for many years. No.
Okay.
No.
Just making sure. I got a new flavor. It's called Cool Mint, and it almost is like toothpaste, but
Ugh.
my lungs feel like they're just spectacular. Oh my God.
Yeah. I've been smoking blue raz for years.
I'm not impressed with Blue Raz.
Yeah, it's my jam. I haven't found a good bubble gum. In case you're wondering, we're talking about our vapes.
I had one, watermelon bubble gum. Now that was good. Yeah.
Well, I'd have to try it. I haven't found a watermelon yet that I like.
I like watermelon ice too. Anyways, back to the beef.
Yeah. So the beef is slipping away. We are now at only 92% beaver. Of course, if you've been married as long as I am, you've been at 0% beaver. But it's not as impressive. It really isn't. So, I mean, I'm disappointed in the
It's gonna
beef.
be awfully rough on the beaver, I'm afraid.
Yeah, the beaver's been rough
Yeah.
on me. I was expecting more out of the beaver. So we're at 92%. We're fading away we'll have another moon. It won't be a new moon or a super moon. It will just be a full moon. So we're still at the waning gibbous phase. The beeve only goes full beeve like 2 nights and then he's out. So the beeve doesn't work hard. I work hard.
Sounds like most of my relationships. Shit.
It's a life sentence. Try being married. Oh, never
I'm
mind.
depressed.
You've been married.
I've been married three times, 4 times. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Had to
I've
kick them
only
all
been-
to the curb.
I'm moving
Somebody's
with
messaging me. Who's doing that?
Tell them to go away. Tell them we're on the air. We ain't got time for this shit. So
I know, right?
How did I know?
Shut the hell up.
So the moon is successfully on the west side of South America, and I'm sorry, not the moon. The sun. The sun is up over Asia, and its sun is rising in Australia. So the 3-eye atlas. Wait a minute. Where's 3-eye atlas? Did I do it?
We don't know where it's at, remember?
No, it was changed color. It's lost its tail. Now it's got a tail.
I read something. Somebody said that it broke in half and half of it's missing. What?
Oh, I haven't read that. Hey, wait a minute. 3-eye atlas has mysteriously appeared on the 3-dimensional sky.
Oh,
There it is. How about that?
somebody went to work.
But it's still not past the sun. It's not past us. How do we not have a picture of this goddamn thing? Jesus Christ. We can see the beam, but we can't see the interstellar visitor that's changed.
We're probably not
We
supposed
went
to.
behind the sun and it's not past us. I don't understand. Don't understand. Jesus. All right. So
They haven't activated Project Bluebeam yet.
it's coming. And then this one they didn't ever talk about. It's the 25K1 Atlas. So
There's another one.
Yeah, but it's not interstellar like the other one. This one is on a shit. I don't know where it went. It's on a no, go away. Oh. Okay, now it's just gonna piss me off. It's on a rotation or an orbit. Or what do they call that? Where it actually goes around.
Yeah.
So it's got a orbit. So whereas 3-eye atlas, it just comes in, it's doing its own thing. And it's just going to keep going. Once it gets through. It hasn't. See, it hasn't even passed Earth yet. So how could it went? I don't know.
It
Maybe
must
I'm-
have. Didn't they say it was behind the sun at some point? So what
It
the
was
hell did
behind
it
the
do? Back
sun.
up and
Well,
reverse?
if it was behind the sun, shouldn't it be past Mercury? But it hasn't even passed us yet in our orbit. I don't understand. The aliens are still coming. Just
I told you, I don't think
Just be
that they
ready
know what
for
they're doing.
well, I think it's because of this government shutdown. I think that they're trying to keep the aliens out there until
They have
the
nothing
government
to. They have
opens back
nothing to offer them if they come.
up. Yeah,
Government shutdown. Oh God, what do we have now?
with that. So Brenda, is it legal for a man to marry his widow's sister?
It is legal, but weird. But okay. The Kennedys did it.
Would it be the same field? Never mind. It's legal in some parts of the world, but impractical since he must die first. He who?
What?
Is it
Wait a
legal
minute.
for a man to marry his widow's sister? It's legal in some parts of the world, but impractical since he must die first. Well, if he's dead, then I don't
You
understand.
can't marry her.
Yeah. And Randy is also Channel 12 streaming TV network is bringing a music channel back that's going to be like the old MTV show. You can get that for $9.99 a month.
That would be cool.
It is going to be cool. And I got some bands I got to hook them up with too. Let's see. Today's quote: I could never understand why people wanted to dance to my music. I made it good enough to listen to. Artie Shaw. Well, it's kind of like me. I don't understand why people listen to me. So
I don't know who Artie Shaw is.
No, the first elected African American U.S. governor. That wasn't until 1989. Wow, I didn't realize that. And I remember it. Douglas Wilder. He was the governor in Virginia. So I remember him. Yeah, November 7th, 1989. Do you remember the oil embargo of 1973?
No.
Oh, I do.
I was a little young then.
Well, I was too, but it was a big deal in Washington, D.C. November 7th, 1973, Richard Nixon declares a national energy crisis in response to the Arab oil embargo. The previous month, OPEC had declared an oil embargo on U.S., Canada, Japan, Netherlands, and UK, supporting Israel during Yom Kippur. The embargo targeted the U.S. for resupplying Israeli military during the war. By the time the embargo was lifted in March, the price of oil had risen 400%. It's $3 per, which was from $3 per barrel to nearly $12, and it was outrageous. So yeah.
Speaking of war, Randall wants to know if it's wrong for two men to have a sword fight in the shower. You know, I don't think that it's wrong, but there better be pictures to prove it.
Streams don't cross. November 7th, 1972, despite the ongoing Watergate proceedings, U.S. President Richard Nixon is elected by a landslide. He had 18 million more popular votes than his Democratic senator opponent, George McGovern. It's the widest margin of any U.S. presidential election. Both he and Vice President Agnew would resign before their term ended. Yeah.
Well,
It's
like, I'm done with this shit. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Because 10 years later, he was gone. He proclaims his famous words this day in 1962. You won't have Nixon to kick around anymore because, gentlemen, this is my last press conference. So, and then he left. So that is, that's the first thing I remember on TV. That is my first memories of TV, is black and white TV and him coming on at night. And it was a big deal. He gave his resignation speech, and then I don't remember how it was, if Agnew took over and he got fired and Ford came in, because Ford was the only unelected U.S. president. And he was probably one of the only presidents in U.S. history that did something because he didn't care.
What?
He didn't care. He had the White House totally changed around, added a swimming pool. It was no big deal back then, but now, by God, you build a fucking ballroom and the whole world comes to an end.
With your own money too.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and he was only in for like 8 months, and he said, "Fuck this shit! I want a swimming pool. I like to swim." And this section of the South Lawn and built a heated swimming pool.
Do you think they had press conferences out by the pool? While he was in his shorts, just kicking back on a raft.
He wasn't worried about it. He wasn't worried about it. If he got reelected, cool. If he didn't get reelected, cool. He didn't give two fucks.
Because for 4 years he had a swimming pool.
Yeah, like he's probably going to go down in history as the best president because he did absolutely nothing. He did absolutely nothing.
What are you doing today, President Ford? I am floating around in my ducky.
Catch me at the pool.
Sipping margarita.
And he retired and went away with his kids and family, unlike these fuckers now, like Nancy Pelosi. She's 196.
Oh my God.
What the hell is she doing? Look at Biden. He's just stumbling around on a beach somewhere. It's too cold at the beach. But he hasn't got time to enjoy his grandkids. So just go away. Even Trump, he's getting to the point where it's like, come on, you're getting too old for this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We need to get rid of all these old white people. That's the problem. So
the problem with it is though, the younger ones, they have lost their minds. What are we supposed to do?
I'm not going to play it. Well, I would if we were behind TV Wall, Channel 12 TV streaming network. These ladies are on TikTok having parties up in the north that we're welcoming in shower law. We are going to be a part of the movement. Bitch, they will cut your fucking head off.
I know. They need to do some investigating. You have people that are from look. Okay. We have people that are
go behind the paywall
Islam.
Quicker if we keep this up. So
I know. There are people that are from Islam that come here because they want the American dream. Women want to come here, go to school, spend their own money, get a job.
Oh, sorry, I'm bad.
Yeah, thanks. But so that's why
I'm looking for a
I'm
sound.
bringing it here.
Oh no, New York City. NYPD, get your camels ready. We're gonna get death threats.
The next thing they're going to be asking them, would you like one lump or two?
Did you pick your own camel? Oh, never mind. So you're right. And there was, what do they call it? A mandate, because in most of the elections that were landslide, it was all women voters. And they're like, we're going to get abortion. We're going to get freedom. We're going to get that. No, you're not with those people. No. I did see hold on. I should have run with this story. God damn it. I should have. Maybe I'll fuck it. I'll just go. They are selling clothing manufacturers for school apparel in California where they have uniforms. The fucking head to toe robes. No. Yes. Oh, no. Yes. And they're telling them colors that are available. And this is going to be at goddamn Target. This is going to be a thing. And they're happy about it. I am sorry. I like Sydney Sweeney's tits and ass. Show them to me. Do not put a goddamn towel on your fucking head and cover yourself fucking head to toe and tell me this is the way. No, goddammit. I'm an 80s kid. Do you know how hard the fuck I had to work to see tits? It wasn't like now. You just type on Google, show me fucking tits. Huh, goddammit. So I'm already on a rant. We didn't even got to the news. I mean, it's the fucking truth. And now we're going backwards. And fuck your goddamn. Goddamn rednecks to come get you. So
We're gonna sing Corn Pop after you.
Chris says because of search Corn Pop video on YouTube, the algorithm recommended the video where Biden called some potential voter in New Hampshire a lying dog faced pony soldier. Oh, God damn it, Chris. Now I got to find that sound effect. So, yeah, so see, this is.
Chris, we go to TV 12. You need to come with us.
Yeah, hold on. Is this
You're a lying dog faced pony soldier.
Yeah, that's it.
There it is.
Dog faced pony soldier.
I like that one better. What is it?
No, you haven't. You're a lying dog faced pony soldier.
That's the one. Yeah.
I like
You're
it.
a lying dog faced pony soldier.
Yeah.
No, you haven't. You're a lying dog faced pony soldier.
There you go. So,
Oh my God.
Lying dog faced pony soldier.
I'm gonna add this
You
to sound.
broke it.
Thanks,
You
Chris.
broke it.
I appreciate this. So there you go. I don't know. You're gonna get your freedom, all right.
Camille! Camille!
You
Camille!
get your kid.
Camille! Where are you, Camille?
It's gone quarter trying to hail his taxi.
Move on. Quit your rant.
1637, banished for preaching faith. Faith is no, they were banished for preaching faith is sufficient for salvation. So that was in 1637. 2025, you're banished unless you love Allah. So fuck, I'm gonna people are coming at me. God damn it. 1993, there was a $52 million art theft from the museum in Sweden. Well, shit, 2025, they just typed in the
Got on scooters.
Yeah, got on their scooter. Magic Johnson retired on this day in 1991 due to AIDS. He's still alive though, so good for him. And
His
I
arms
saw
are as
that
long as his legs.
well, they now have the world's tallest player in basketball. He's a redshirt freshman for Florida. So, hello, Monica. You've missed my first rant that'll get me death threats. You're late.
Yeah, probably.
So, 1976, the first time the movie Gone with the Wind, which was from 1939, was broadcast on television. With the conclusion the following night, it received the highest rating to date for a movie on TV. Yeah, that was a two-night thing, wasn't it?
I think
I kind of remember that.
I
That's
think
one
still
where-
play it every once in a while. You can find it.
Is that where they threw the woman down the stairs? I don't know. It's filmed here in Atlanta. I should know.
This is part of your role. Just get down them stairs.
I'm done with it. And that's coming back in style. So,
I know, right?
1967, on this day, Carl Stokes is elected the mayor of Cleveland, Ohio, and Richard Hatcher is elected to the mayor of Gary, Indiana. First elected black mayors. So there you go.
All right.
Yeah, he's 7'9", and they're not playing him much because he's huge. When he makes it, if he makes it to the NBA, it'll be good.
God, he must have giant jeans.
He's from Canada, so we'll offend them right now. I never would have figured out a goddamn basketball player coming from Canada that's 7 foot tall. Jesus Christ!
Are you in a mood today? You're just gonna offend everybody. What the hell? Why not? Let's do that offended show.
We're to get the Middle East and get Canada out of the way. So, Studio One, this day in 1948, the television adaptation of the radio anthology series Studio One debuts on CBS. It was to air 467 episodes. And it included the George Orwell 1984 Ringle Rose drama and 12 Angry Men. So there you go. That's a long time. 1876, Rutherford B. Hayes wins the U.S. presidential election by single electoral vote. All right. Birthday today, Christopher Knight. He was from the Brady Bunch. He was born in 1957. Which one was he? He was Peter. He was kind of an arrogant little shit. Billy Graham was born this day in 2018. And he went on to have a crusade that has been worldwide, and well, might need him
Chris
back,
is on
or
his
his son.
pants.
So
Chris says that all his pants are to be large. You know, Baron Trump has to have his pants made too, because that little boy right there is grown up. He's very tall too.
Monica says, reminds me when her parents used to say, keep crying, I'll give you something to cry about. Yeah, you can't do that anymore. You can't.
You
Can't do that anymore.
it wouldn't stop me, but you know,
Yeah.
these kids are not like us.
Yeah, he can't do that anymore. You'll get it.
You better knock that off. I'll give you something to cry about.
I need a program producer to do my sound effects for me.
I like being outside tapping on the door. Mom, I'm thirsty. Is there a water hose outside? Yeah, well, I'll go get you some.
I've never heard anyone call Peter Brady an arrogant little. I think I said shit. Fuck, but he was. And his older sister, she was a hoe. But we're just gonna skip these people. I don't know who the hell they are. Dana Plato. All right, so she was born this day in 1964. All right, so I was talking about tits earlier. You know, now Sydney Sweeney's just got a. Do you know how hard I worked to get a fripple picture back then of Dana Plato? I mean, come on.
Why didn't you just walk into 7-Eleven and pick up a Playboy and start looking at it?
You couldn't buy them. You had to present an ID. You had to be 18.
I'm not telling you to buy it. You should have looked at it.
No, they wouldn't let you. It was behind that little thing, and you couldn't look at them.
Oh.
It's so hard to look at tits. Bernard Getz, born this day in 1947. The American subway vigilante. He shot 4 black youths in a New York City subway car, claiming he was frightened when they asked for $5. He was seen as a hero to many New Yorkers. Not today. The crime of the city. In 1981, he was a victim of a mugging and was upset because the attacker spent less time in the police station than Getz himself. So he was further angered when his attacker was charged only with mischief.
You know, I want to tell you something to make you feel better. You know all those tits you were struggling to look at when you were younger?
Yeah, they still look the same, yeah.
No, now they probably roll around on the floor and get caught underneath their feet while they're walking. So it's okay.
Yeah. But it was hard. It was hard to get tits back then. God damn it. It was hard to get
into the 80s and they were all over the place.
Yeah. And I lived up north where they didn't. I don't know if I can't say that, but it was hard to get laid. It was hard to get laid in the north. That cold kept his pants on much harder, much longer.
Glenn was a virgin till he was like 35.
Pretty true. Pretty true. I got 4 kids. He said so. Randy says I got thrown out of Office Depot for watching porn in the store. Well, beats me. Archie Campbell was born this day in 1914. He was from Hee Haw. He's known for Rendersella. Is that offensive now? Are you allowed to say that?
I don't know. What is it? Rendesella?
Rendersella. Let's see if they're going to sound.
I don't even know what the heck that means.
It's a slam on.
Well,
something.
Nowadays they don't use words; they use numbers now. 6, 7, 6,
Yeah,
7. What is
what
that?
the hell?
What is that?
I almost ran with the story on that. Oh. I would. God damn.
Scared the shit out of me.
What the hell? That's not hee haw. Spell it wrong? No, it's. They've taken hee haw. What the hell? I have no idea what the hell that sounds like.
Leave your sound effects alone. You're grounded.
I can't find the hee haw. What is the world coming to? I can't find hee haw.
You mean the old hee haw?
Yeah, there's none available.
That's not allowed anymore. Apparently it offends people. There you go.
I go with that. And by the way, Michael Jackson, his nephew, looks a hell of a lot like him. And he is to the age where he's starting to do the dance and stuff, but he doesn't want to be seen in his shadow. So he's trying to do his own thing. I don't know. He'll have to find his own little kids in Disneyland or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know. So, all right, we're gonna move on. Now offended Americans.
Oh, Chris has a good buddy in the chat now.
Randy is Chris. Yeah. I'll just Chris, you have to pay $9.99 for the Channel 12 streaming TV network.
You know what? I do that for a freaking local channel. Okay, I do.
I don't even know what the hell that means, Brenda.
Are
you saying that you do low budget porn? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, some people might like that. So $9.99 a month to Brenda, you get a different show.
I will let you watch me one-legged try to hang onto a frickin' pole. It'll be fun. Everybody come join.
That is my most watched short on YouTube, was where you talk about showing your nub.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? When we were talking about a place that you know of that has strippers, but they're all old, and you have to be old to work in there. Remember, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, that place in Atlanta, the place where strippers go to die. God, what's the name?
And you said, "There you go, Brenda." And I was like, "Yeah."
Hey,
this fat little roly-poly with one leg trying to hang on with a nub. So, whoops.
People will pay for it. So there you go.
They're crazy.
$dollars.
People have got the dumbest fetishes. Let me touch your nub. Ew, get away from me.
Feel free to send me pictures. So Monica says she worked at a strip club 13 years ago.
Oh, well, we're talking about me with one leg, just go to swing and think I have a leg and put that nub, just misses it and fall flat on my face. That's got to be worth a 50. I'm just saying.
I don't know that would pay to see a one-legged stripper. And okay, so we'll get back on the tits thing for a minute. In fucking Virginia, they had to wear pasties and they had to wear granny panties. Yeah, in Maryland, they could only get to their bra and underwear, and this is before the thong. And
out here we have totally nude ones.
Well, this was the 80s, and then if you snuck into a strip club and got caught, holy shit, the cops would hit you in the head with a billy club. I bought fake. Randy says I bought fake money. I brought fake money there, and they got mad. I said, "Well, those are fake titties." Randy, they taste the same. So they taste the same. So I'm told. I've never had an opportunity to. Well, I have been trying for a long time to get the famous midget one-legged. I don't know if there's a one-legged midget stripper, but I've tried really hard to get the midget stripper to come on my show, and she just ignores me. So,
well, you can't have her on the show with me around. So behave yourself.
Yeah. So, well, I've had porn. I haven't had I had a sex worker, I had a porn director, but
I remember
we had a stripper. I'm still searching. I want a stripper, and I want an actual porn star. So if anybody out there wants to come on my Wednesday night show,
I offered you Tracy Lords because I went to school with her.
She never replied. She never replied. She's another one I try. I read her book, her and Sammy Davis. Holy shit.
Yes, my name is Eileen.
That will be your.
And I work at IHOP.
I'm Sportcat and you're Eileen. Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah, I totally bypassed this. I was going to bitch about this. 2000. I'm sorry. Oh, no, we're the wrong president. Fuck. 2000, November 7th in 2000, where we started losing the whole sanity over elections. The controversial election between Bush and Gore that was coming down to swinging Chad. That is where if you want to mark American history where we went to shit, That was it. We should have just let Gore take over. At least then it would have been postponed 4 years. Fuck. And then in 2020, when Biden slept his way through the goddamn election. In 2000, exactly 25 years ago, that is where we lost all control of Virginia politics. So Virginia, U.S. politics. So
I'm losing control right now. Look at Chris. He said his door friend is recently divorced. Might be like, well, the good thing about me is I can be taller than him on one leg and just his size on the other.
Today in film, first broadcast, Buck Rogers. You remember that show, Buck Rogers?
Yes.
See, here's the thing. If I'd had time to do show prep, and I would have had a sound effect for that, but I don't have a sound.
You don't have beady beady beat. You don't have that.
Fuck, I spelled Rogers correctly. See, I need a producer. God damn it, I can't find my sound effect. Apparently,
what was his name? Twinkie.
Buck Rogers. Apparently, they don't need Buck Rogers sound effects. Have we canceled Buck Rogers?
Probably. They canceled everything.
Ain't rock in my cup, then I will shut the fuck up. I need a baller to give me a motherfucking dog.
I wouldn't Buck Rogers. You just went down a really bad road. I'm surprised this week we haven't been kicked off of the radio, and I tell you, YouTube is we're down. I'm down the algorithm. Did you know, Brenda, the first cartoon depicting an elephant as the Republican Party symbol is published this day in 1874? Did you know that, Brenda?
Somebody went and watched Dumbo, and they were like, "Hey, that's our sign."
November 7th, the first woman elected to the Congress on this day. There's actual, you can Google search this. There's news stories out there about people that are talking about after the sweeping reform, repealing the 19th Amendment, stopping the suffrage. So it's trended. It's too late. We let that go a long time ago.
We still have it now.
Randy says Channel 12 is going to love this show. Randy, I'm being more loose today maybe not. I don't know.
Normal. We're surprised YouTube hasn't just pulled the plug on us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in Texas. They can't do that.
Yeah, well.
They get in trouble for that. All I got to do is call Ken Paxton and say, "Hey, these guys here."
Was Douglas Wilder, was he a Democrat? I don't remember. I wasn't old enough to vote then, so I don't remember if he was or not. I don't know, but he was the first black governor. And he was, if I recall correctly, he wasn't a bad governor. Well, that was back when Democrats had common sense. So now just...
When was that? What is today?
Those are like your grandparents. By today, Obama, by today's standards, would probably be a Republican. Jesus. So it's fountain pen day. Do what?
Because Kennedy was a Democrat.
Yeah, that was probably our last good president. Well, no, Reagan. Reagan was good when he was awake. We seem to have that problem now. It's fountain pen day, Brenda. Did you know that? Enjoy your fountain pen. Hug a bear day. I think they mean teddy bear. Don't try and go hug a grizzly
bear day.
It's Little League Girls Day. Why is Little League Girls Day at the end of baseball season? It makes absolutely no sense. Shouldn't it be during baseball season? It's Merlot Day. I don't like wine, so I don't know if Merlot's good. It's National Love Your Lawyer Day. Oh, I've had a love-hate relationship with those people. So
how can you love somebody you got to pay so much money for just to sit in an office and type something up for you?
I gave one 6 figures to write a fucking letter.
Yeah, it cost me.
I was like, I could have wrote the letter.
Yeah, it cost me almost $3,000 just for a non-contested divorce, no children, no property, no nothing. Just for him to type something up, me stand in front of the judge, and the judge asked me, "Are you going to change your mind?" Well, hell no. He's already living with somebody else. What? I mean,
didn't like
I got to move in.
Yeah, I gave one 6 figures to write a city a letter. Yeah. I was like, I could have wrote the letter. He's like, yeah, but you couldn't have enforced it. And I'm like, well, they don't know that. Here, take my money. Oh, so at any rate, it's National Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day. No. It's got to be milk chocolate. No. It's National Jersey Friday. Observe the first Friday in November. What the hell is National Jersey Friday?
It's probably a jersey.
Celebrate the day by wearing the jersey of your favorite player. Well, shit, they get injured and kicked out so much. I don't have one. And jerseys are expensive now. Shit, you used to go buy a jersey at the damn sporting goods store for like $12. Right? It's like, that's a lot of money. It's like $100.
I know, right?
Yeah. All right, we'll skip medical sciences liaison. Oh, fuck it, it's their day. It's Gum Boot Friday. What the hell is a gum boot? Do you know gum boot? It's Gum Boot Friday. What the fuck is a gum boot? I'm old. I don't know.
Who came up with all this?
Rain boots, gum boots. Rain boots are now called gum boots.
Oh my god!
Who does this shit? Love Your Lawyer Day. Yeah, we talked about that. Bitters. No, nothing new there. Canine Lymphoma Awareness Day. Yes, have your pets checked in. So yes, I'm for that. Children's Book Week. Yes. I told you. Yeah, we talked about that. I told you what book Squirt brought to me to read. Let's see if we missed anything. It's Cancer Awareness Day, so that's a good thing. National Cancer Awareness Day. Make sure you go get your skin checked. Because that can lead to bad things quickly. So go get your skin checked. Let's see. We've covered all this. Probably covered the birthdays too, but we'll skip through just to make sure. If there's somebody we might have forgot, because we don't want to forget any famous people. So
really
important people. Well, I mean, it depends. Jesus Christ, my watch is going.
There's a few famous people I'd like to forget.
Yeah, well, I don't know that many famous people. Well, I mean, it's kind of true. So,
well, I had to kick Willie Nelson out of a hotel one time. So,
I had to keep Willie Nelson from getting arrested as a paramedic.
It's pretty bad. When you're a cop and you knock on a door and Willie Nelson is there, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna have to stay in your bus. Why is that? Because the floor above you, this floor, and the floor below you, they're all getting high and they're complaining.
Well, he got a bus, but then would just park it in random places. And in DeKalb County, Georgia, he decided to park it in I guess it was a being torn down mall that had like a hotel. It was like a big parking lot. And we got called out to a inebriated subject. And they were like, okay, he's either going with you or he's going with us. And I'm like, wait, that's Willie Nelson. And of course, this is Atlanta, so he wasn't very well known. I'd explained to this young officer, this is his normal way. Trust me, he's normally this fucked up. So,
and then I had Johnny Cash call me a bitch.
Well, shoot it. So catch up on comments here. Chris says, now that it's November and snowing, you broads can play baseball if you want. Merry National Baseball Day. Andreas, welcome. We're glad you're here.
Oh, hi, Andreas.
Yeah, so I have partied with Willie, and I was in Florida to start. Woke up in Kansas. That's a party. That's a party. I've never crossed it. Well, no, Maryland and Virginia, but that don't really count because they're like right there. So it's the 311th day of 2025, the 47th day of autumn. So by now we're trying to get to serious shit, but well, that's it. We'll just move on. So there you go.
Friday. Friday is never serious.
Yeah, there's a lot of news. 44 days until winter begin. Bullshit. It'll be below freezing in Atlanta Monday. Winter has begun. I've had to pull out a long sleeve shirt. Winter has begun. What is that wobbly little thing on the turkey's beak called? Oh, come on. Everybody knows that. My dog is trying to break in the door. It's oh no, I didn't know this. The snood. Brenda, do you have a snood?
I used to.
Oh, all right, I'm moving on. I don't care. Let's see. It's a good day to host a party. Randy, I want to party with you. Yeah, all right, we'll just move on. Wash your wooden floors today. Oh, it's a good day to slaughter. So if anybody feels like slaughtering, just it's a good day for it. All right, let's get into. So airports are being they're not being shut down, but they're reducing flights. Did you know that, Brenda?
Yes.
FAA is reducing flights at 40 major airports. And it starts today. Here's the map. You can see it's the East Coast, Florida, got the hubs there in Charlotte, Atlanta, and Minneapolis, O'Hare. And then it goes out to the West Coast and a few spots in between, Denver. So, they're going to cut 244 flights at Hartsfield alone. That's going to be a big deal. And Charlotte is having 196. Tampa, if you're down there, 100. Wow. How many to Fort Lauderdale? 147. Wow. And then all over New York there. Wow. It's going to
be a lot.
Yeah.
Now is not the time to travel.
Yeah. So they were saying if you have tickets purchased for the next 10 days, you might want to contact your airline because chances are, I wonder if they're going to put like a lottery or something.
No.
You think there'll be a lottery? All right. So this shows how
they're not allowed to have it in New York anymore.
Well, no, I'm talking about a lottery for what the hell is behind you? Jesus Christ. All I see is a black shadow behind you. Well, fuck, on a little screen, it looks evil. Like you've got a demon behind you. So this is how we know our president's out of touch. He brags that Thanksgiving meals are down by 24% or 25%. This man hasn't bought a fucking turkey for Thanksgiving in his life. How the fuck does he know? I'm sorry. I am sorry. If you can't make this statement unless you've bought a turkey, fucker. Show me your Safeway receipt. I call bullshit.
I've seen Trump in a grocery store. Now, whether he pays for anything or stunt stuff, I guess
he didn't pay for anything. He's got people.
Probably not. Now,
I did hear that he gets every morning a wad of $100 bill. A lot of famous people do this, and during the day they get like $1,000 in 100s. And during the day, their object, because Drew Carey does this, Trump does this too. And during the day, they have 10 $100 bills. It's $1,000. And their goal is every day to give that away to people they meet. Now, to him, that's kind of a limited circle, but to like Drew Carey, that's a big deal. So,
yeah.
But this guy, he's never bought a turkey. How the hell does he know? Grocery prices are not down. I am sorry. Hello, Monica.
They are here.
What? No.
Yes.
How are grocery prices down? Gas is down. Gas is down, but we if we get to that, we'll bitch about that too. But gas is not going to be down for much longer. But no, they're not. Groceries aren't down. Thanksgiving isn't 25% cheaper. No, it's not.
Yeah, we got to stop talking about that anyways because I don't want people moving to Texas. We're full, by the way.
All right, so here's another bullshit story that I think they're covering for in New York City. We talked about this the other day. There was a car explosion that sent 7 firefighters, FDNY, to the hospital. They're all going to be okay. They're saying a cigarette butt is what caused the fire. It was apparently a improperly exposed cigarette butt, which in a trash can, it could catch a fire. I'll give them that. But here's where I'm calling bullshit they're covering up. Because I have fought car fires for 30 years, and I have never seen a gas tank explode the way this thing did.
Yeah, so, true.
I'm calling bullshit. The ATF is covering some shit up. I'm calling bullshit. So
I'm right with you.
I mean, look at the damage this thing did. Firefighters injured. Now, they were probably injured because they were like, oh, it's just a car fire, and they weren't wearing all their PPE, personal protective equipment. So yeah, that I could see, but the extent of the damage, they're saying that the gas tank had a leak and it exploded. This went to a 2-alarm fire and sent 7 firefighters to the hospital. That was not a goddamn car fire. Bullshit. Ironically, I mean, look at that. No. See, that is
people
not.
are gonna say yes, it is.
Yeah, no. It's a chain reaction that began with the cigarette butt. Bullshit. I'm sorry. FDNY, you are covering, or ATF, you are covering
lies. Lies.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Yesterday, multiple people fell ill after a suspicious white powder package was sent to Joint Base Andrews. So, yeah, they had a full abandoning the whole thing. There were some military people that went to the hospital. Everybody was good. And I don't know that they've ever released what the white powder was. But the incident's been handled. So it was a suspicious package, and 7 people. Did I say 7 people? Is that right? 7 people.
One of the drug cartel from the boat must have thrown that shit. We'll
Chris,
hide this over here.
Chris, I won't say that out loud. I won't say that out loud. But yeah.
Yeah.
How about this? How about this? Go do that in a Google search and see what you get. So, yeah. So, according to who's this from? Zero Hedge? Yeah, Zero Hedge.
I like Zero Hedge.
Senate Majority Leader from South Dakota, John Thune, is willing to give Democrats all the things they want if we don't get this over with by Friday. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's they're negotiating now. I don't know that there's been a vote yet, but I would say by Monday the government will be open, because this has dragged on long enough. They're not going to give up. They're going to hold on to they love their illegal aliens, and sure I'll get canceled.
It's time
this
for
comes to us from
Schumer to retire.
The headline is "Suffering is Key." Brian York exposes Democrat playbook and shows why they are actively keeping the government down. We're in our 38th day, making it the longest government history and shutdown in history. The Democrats are talking and behaving. They don't plan on opening it up anytime soon. So, which, as this reporter states, and I agree, seems like an odd thing for the party that cares so much about the little people. Yeah. But when you realize their end goal, it all makes sense, because they want to see the American people suffer. They're angry for what we did to them. We gave them Trump.
Oh my God. You know what? Get over it. Look, get over it. Get over it. In 3 years, it'll be done. Get over yourself. You know what they're acting like? They're acting like, remember when you would take your kid to the store and they wanted a candy and you told them no, and they would throw themselves on the floor and just start kicking and going around. That's what they're acting like.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yeah,
you're taking away our stuff, our toys.
Yeah.
So. Right. And the problem is, and this is also the problem. Well, hold on. The problem is, most of this shit that they want money for is getting them all wealthy.
Yeah, exactly.
Sliding in their pockets. Even the Republicans, but they're just trying to take the high road on this. And so I don't know. But they have fed the media has fed this bullshit so much that a new poll, this comes from Newsbusters. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's saying 83% feels that the Democrats are on the right side of this. They're favoring them. There's only 12 are favoring Republicans. And I'm sorry, you can go as an American citizen. It's easier to go read what bills. You can watch them online and see what they're doing there when they're in session, unless there's something secret going on. You can read everything. It's easier than getting a Penthouse magazine in the 80s. So there you go. God damn, that thing is scary behind you. It just shows up in the black shadow.
Ooh, you remember what happened the last time, man. She jumped on me and made me bleed and everything. while we were online. She's wicked. Can't help it.
So
She's
the government wants to keep this health. Hold on, back up. The government wants to keep. Democrats want to keep the government shut down because we want to give health care to illegal aliens. Now, that is not expressly written in there, but as a first responder, let me tell you how this works. So they want to pay for all the hospitals. Man, our viewer count dropped. They want to pay the hospitals. Here's the problem. They're going to give all the money and subsidize to the hospitals because this rolls down. This started in 2008. I saw this. It rolls downhill and gets to the bottom line to the first responder. And here's what happens. You have these people who have no health care. They call 911 because they don't have a doctor. And I show up, and at the beginning of this, I was able as a medical professional to tell you, no, you don't deserve to go to a hospital. And when I say deserve, that means you don't have a critical, emergent, or life-threatening condition that can't wait for 24 hours to see a doctor.
right.
Then the lawyers took that away from us. So now you call, we haul. So they call 911. The ambulance, who these guys on the ambulance are working 24-hour shifts. They're probably running 30 plus. When I was there 10 years ago, we were running 24, 28 calls a shift. That means you're up for 24 hours. So if you do have a critical emergency in there, your responder is tired. They're wore out. And the ones right now that are working on federal bases haven't been paid since October.
Right.
Well, luckily they don't have to answer the calls for outside. Well, the fire department does, but the ambulance doesn't. But at any rate, so you're getting somebody that you're up a few hours before you go to work. You're up for 24 hours. Then you got to drive home safely. You're up for almost 40 hours straight every time. I was sick because I would work. I would come home. I would sleep the next day, my first day off. And the next day I wouldn't hardly feel like I had any family time because I had to go to bed early so that I could function. All right. So I got sidetracked. So we have to take you to the hospital now. A hospital could turn you away. Now, on some reasons now they can turn you away. Like I can't take a trauma to a regular hospital. I can't take a imminent childbirth to a regular hospital. You know, there's certain things you can't do. But so whatever, we get this person, whomever they are, to the hospital. They get medical care. And here's the other thing. We call it riding the wall because we come in on a stretcher and we're lined up on the wall waiting for a room.
Yeah.
And we could wait an hour or two, and there's still people out there running calls, bringing people in behind us. And our dispatch is like, why haven't you gotten service? You got 2 more calls to handle. And so we're hanging on the wall, riding the wall, waiting for a bed. And I used to have a joke. If the nurse makes eye contact with you, nail it.
Right.
They won't make eye contact with you in the ER. Trust me. It's so then
walk by you with their head down.
Then the person's in the system. They get seen. They go to check out. They get discharged. Well, where's your insurance? How you get paid? Well, we can't. Oh, well, boom. There is your free health care for illegal aliens. And it is stressing the healthcare. And I don't give a rat's ass if anybody wants to argue with me. Get on the goddamn ambulance and ride it for 24 hours if you don't fucking believe me. I've been there. I've done it. Yeah. I know. And anybody who wants to argue that, oh, it's not for that. That is exactly what it is for.
Yep. Yeah,
and
because now ERs can't turn you away regardless of whether you have insurance or not.
Nope. They can only turn you away if you're a level 1 trauma or you're a child. There's ways they can put you in, but Chris says that cat put an ass whipping on Brenda like it was Johnny Cash.
She did, man.
But even here's the thing. Representative Chip Roy, he come out and said it. It's about Obamacare.
Yeah.
We did fail to present it wrong, he says. It
Yep.
was not affordable.
You know,
Hello? I could have told you
when
this in 2008, dumbass.
when I first started having surgeries on my leg, the job I had, I didn't have insurance yet. So I tried to go get that Obamacare. I couldn't afford it. They denied me because I couldn't afford it. It was so
It's more
high.
expensive now. Yeah, it's more expensive
Yeah.
now. So I don't think that people should be without health insurance or without medical
Right.
care. I don't want anybody to think that. But the problem is, well, let's say you're building a bridge and that bridge can hold 80 cars an hour. Well, let's say suddenly they build a huge city on one side of it and there's 10,000 people that want to get to the other side of that. What happens? There's a backup. The bridge is overstressed. And that is what's happening to, and it, like I said, this rolls down to your first responders, the guys that are answering calls, whether it's for your car fire, your house fire, your stub toe, it's rolling down to them. We didn't even talk about the C virus. When that came along, that really stressed the system even more.
Yep.
And then now we have a full-blown in the United States healthcare crisis. We have the best healthcare in the world in the United States. But the crisis is the people have been taxed so much, right down to the first responder, EMT, paramedic, nurse. They're exhausted. They don't get paid enough, and they are not coming. I have to go to school now to be a paramedic for 2 years. Which I did anyhow, but 2 years to get an associate's degree, become a paramedic. I come out, top salary, $55,000 in the United States. I go to school for 2 years to be a nurse, top salary coming out, $80,000. Still not enough. They require most nurses to have a bachelor's, which is another 2 years.
Yep.
So you've got 2 years of college and you're making $50,000. I was topped out at like $15 an hour as a firefighter medic.
Wow.
And they're like, oh, well, that's not much, but you get paid for 24 hours. Yeah, I don't get overtime either. Right. I'm overtime exempt. So if the guy I'm relieving doesn't show up, I mandatorily can be held for 12 hours and not be paid for that 12 hours. Thank you to the International Association of Firefighters and the Democrats. No, I will bitch about that one. Jesus Christ, I got on a real fuck. We're not going to get through any of this shit today. Damn it, Brenda, you got me pissed off.
Well, Trump, how did I get you pissed off?
Trump is pissed off. He says he's went nuclear. According to rawstory.com, you will never see office again. He is demanding that they do the nuclear option. So, Brenda, explain the nuclear option. I think you and I are on the opposite sides of this, but go ahead.
Well, if they go ahead and they nuke it,
which we're talking about the filibuster.
Yes, and they get rid of it, it will still allow people to pass things. Okay. Yes. The problem is if Democrats get back in office, then they have control of the filibuster, and if they bust it, then everything goes their way. So that's the way I'm supposed to understand it. So
that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So it's better to go ahead and nuke the filibuster and still be able to pass things that they need to do.
So the filibuster basically, instead, it just has to be a simple majority of the vote. So which makes sense. But see, this is why I don't know, two-party system isn't. I don't know. I can go both ways on that. I think it would be great. We need to get this shit over with. We need to make everybody come back to work because they're getting paid, and the firefighters.
Well, I don't know.
Traffic air controllers aren't. Well, that's up for debate at the moment. Yeah. So,
but you are right. They need to put their big boy pants on, and they need to get their butts back to work.
Yeah, you're not getting what you want. Okay, well, let's negotiate. See, that's the problem. We're not negotiating. Now it's one side or the other has to win. And that is so stupid.
Yeah.
You know? That's so stupid. We should get along.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I understand what they're doing with what's going on with the SNAP benefits. Because there have been people on that don't need to be on it. Okay? you have people like me, you know, other people that have to rely on that, you know, because I live on so little money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
It's
know,
a shame what they're doing to it.
yeah. And so, but I understand why, because they need to redo that system,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
there were people that have been deceased
Mhm.
that have been getting SNAP benefits. Where are they going?
Yeah. Yeah. Where's the
You know?
surplus? So yeah.
Yeah.
Randy
So
asked in the chat if have you ever been to Florida? Yeah, I've been all over Florida. And he
yeah.
says Vegas nurses make major money. His
Yep.
ex was making $4,200 a week because of the shortage. Oh yeah, yeah. And Grady, they were paying when I left in what was that, 14? No, it was later at 20 maybe. I don't know. So they were paying them $50 an hour plus a 200 shift bonus.
Yep.
Yeah, because they couldn't get them. So yeah, so.
Well, I know
Yeah,
back when
it's in the ER. Yeah, and yeah, they're having to do that. And the new thing is contract now. I told my wife she should. She's finishing out her
travel.
course. You should go travel. Yeah.
Yep.
She said, "Well,
The
I'd
traveling
be back
nurses
down the
make a
food chain."
lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
make
like,
a
"Well, I'd
lot
be
of
back down the food chain. I'm a manager now." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, but you'd be making a shitload more money." So
Yeah, and they
and
pay
you were just
for.
talking about this. Trump is. They're not fighting to pay it. The problem is these judges are ordering them to pay, but the judges don't know where the money's come from. So in other words, a judge is on the outside of the sausage factory telling them that the people on the other side have to get sausages, but he doesn't know that in the middle there's 12 people that can't work, there's no pigs, the machine's broke, whatever. That's the problem. So you have these judges ordering things and then trying to hold the president of the United States in contempt. I don't give a rat's ass if it's a Democrat. That's ridiculous.
Well, if they take the judges' pay and they take the Democrats' pay, then they spread it out through the SNAPs program. That'll help too.
Well, it would, but the problem is you can't get where's that money going to go? How's it going to come? And you're going to get a lawsuit because Bob didn't get paid and Ted did. And
okay, so my theory here is they keep saying, well, Trump is building this warehouse or this ballroom, and Trump is doing this, and Trump is doing that, but we can't have snaps. Now, wait a minute. Hold the damn phone.
Once again,
because it ain't only Trump.
Thing. Yeah.
What about the Democrats' money? What about what they're doing? They're freaking on vacation right now, having a good old damn time. What are the judges doing? They definitely have a turkey on their fucking plate.
Oh yeah, and they're making orders for things that they that's the problem. They can't see behind the scenes, you know. And it's I'm not saying people shouldn't get the benefits. I think they should. I think we need to adjust the system, but
yes,
you can't have somebody telling you on the outside of the sausage factory that on the other side that they want hot dogs and they don't know how the factory works. And that's the problem. So these judges are out of control. The Supreme Court needs to come out and go, look, y'all stay the fuck in your lane.
Yeah.
And everybody talks about how the Republicans own the Supreme Court right now. What they did, I think that they would come out and tell them, stay the fuck in your lane.
Yeah.
No, I think
they have other things tying their hands right now.
Yeah, and I think the Supreme Court is still somewhat balanced. I mean, that can be argued both ways, but as far as this, but they need to tell them to stay in their lane because they don't know how the sausage is made. And Trump wants to pay the money. I want the money to be paid, but the guy who writes the fucking check is at home because he's not getting paid.
Right?
So, you know, Jesus Christ. So there's going to be benefits coming. We don't know if it's going to be full, half, a quarter. We don't know if your states are going to kick in. It's still up in the air. A lot of ambiguity.
You know what? Half of mine would be nothing. So they could just keep it. Give it to somebody that needs it. Because that would do me no good.
So a lot of networks were running that the end of MAGA came on this case. This was, in case anybody doesn't know what we're talking about the sandwich throwing incident in Washington, D.C., where the Subway sandwich was thrown at the Border Patrol officer, and he was arrested and charged with assault. Well, in a country such as ours, you're allowed to have a jury trial, and he requested a jury trial. I'm not really sure why, because it was obvious he did it, and it was on camera. It was... At any rate, they deliberated for, 3 days, 7 days? Shit, they deliberated. And this was for a misdemeanor assault charge. They had brought federal people in. They had a jury. It cost a lot of money. First off, let's start with some facts here. He did throw the sub. It did strike the Border Patrol officer. Now, here's where, and then the photo showed it, and you can go see my friend Penguin 6. He photographed the whole damn thing. He testified the sandwich exploded. He could feel the impact against his bulletproof vest, and that he was harmed. Okay. You're making a mockery of the goddamn system. Shut the fuck up. That sandwich didn't do nothing but get an onion on your goddamn name tag. It didn't even come out of the wrapper.
You know, I'm going to tell you because I did that job.
It's bullshit.
And the thing of it is, I think it's more or less like if you get away with throwing a sandwich, then you're going to get away with throwing a rock. Okay, and I think that's the point to be taken.
I see the argument, yes, and I agree with the argument. But the problem was this grain of sand turned into a goddamn boulder.
You're
you
correct.
Have to get the court involved. Hell, they may appeal it to the Supreme Court. He should have been charged with simple assault.
Who pays for that?
Written a ticket.
Who pays for that?
Boom. We do.
Taxpayers.
Yeah. And the cop lied. Let's be honest. The cop lied. He could. If that sumbitch had a baseball and threw it up against your bulletproof vest, and you were standing that close to him, you might not feel it. Come on, a sub, and you felt it, and it hurt your... What? Shut the fuck up. You lie.
You know what? He should have caught it and just ate that bitch right in front of him.
He should have thrown it back at him. He should have been like, bitch, take your sandwich.
No, because if he'd have thrown it back, then the guy would have sued the police department.
Well, see, here in Chicago, now they have a judge that says the police can't do anything to protesters or journalists. Journalists, I agree. A protester up in your face and takes a swing at you? I'm sorry, it's game on.
I've been watching.
You're saying in Chicago
protests.
You can't. So
yeah, I've been watching those protests, and some of the things they say to them, and they are nose to nose with them.
Yeah,
but they wear masks so they don't spit on them while they're talking.
You couldn't be a cop.
You can't do.
No way.
Oh no, I couldn't do that anymore. Not in this day and age. I'd have clocked somebody.
I'm too salty. In case my audience can't tell, I'm too salty. I've been in the field for 35 years. I'm too salty. Wouldn't happen.
Well, it's not that, and they don't say anything to them. And see, that's where I would have failed, because they would have gotten in my face and started talking the shit I've heard them say. Ooh, I'd have let them have it.
Yeah,
that'd have been it.
Even as a paramedic, I'd be like, yeah, they take too much. Randy says 50-year-olds in Vegas, you're senior and get food stamps. It's because y'all party too damn hard out there, Randy. So this guy was quoted as, "Can you feel my footsteps coming?" And he told the people protecting President Trump that they're going to die an angel's death. This comes to us, YouTube, don't cancel me. This comes to us from Law and Crime. I'm reading an article. This guy made these statements. And he made these threats. He's from North Dakota, and he's going to be in front of a judge today. So, he probably should be. He probably should be. All right. Here we go, Brandon. You get me on another rant. This is a headline from Legal Insurrection. Headline is, "We're done hiding Mama Damani," whatever the hell his name is. His win supercharges Islamics, Marxists, and confidence. And this one, This guy goes on to say, we are done hiding. We're done. This is the correct religion. This is the religion that all of humanity needs to be a part of.
Go
and
home.
We will not stop until it enters every home.
Oh my gosh.
Every
No.
home.
No.
I agree.
Go back.
Stop fighting for a god. Jesus. They're still up there eating sandwiches. They don't give a rat's ass. So
it's not that.
fighting
It's
for a god.
look. If
Well,
that
the
is
Roman
the
Empire
way
did
they
this.
want to be, that's good. Then go back to where you came from and do it there. This is
you're
an
racist.
entirely different country. No, I'm not. Okay,
No,
not at
I
all.
understand what you're
But,
saying.
You know,
Stop trying to come here and change our country. Yeah.
You
stop
cannot demand other people in a free country to do as you do.
Yeah, don't
Because
go to the middle of
Yeah.
Tennessee field and
if
build
you
a
go to
50
their
story
country,
skyscraper. Yeah.
if you go to their country and live your American ways there, they'll kill you.
Ooh, I've been there.
Yeah.
Trust me. Yeah.
You know, it doesn't work. So why is it okay here? I don't get it.
History's trying to repeat, Brenda, because you remember this is what the Roman Empire did with Christianity to the pagans, the witches,
that's true.
the heathens. And
That's
so it's
true.
history repeating itself, and it's disgusting. It was disgusting back then, and it's disgusting now.
Yes.
So apparently, last night while we slept, our military, they took out a kinetic energy on another drug smuggling boat.
No.
Took out 3 more people. So, 3 more terrorists are gone. Bye-bye. So,
oh, my gosh.
Zohran Mamdani is pushing for New York-run grocery stores. So there would be a government-run grocery store in every borough.
No lottery, no alcohol, and no cigarettes.
I don't know about that. I didn't go that far into
Yeah.
it. But the city would own the grocery store and stock the grocery store. The benefit is they are not wanting to make a profit on these stores. So he wants a grocery store in every borough that is run by the government. So I want to know what happens if you go in there and you're like, hey, yeah, great. I need to come in here and I'm going to get 3 loaves of bread. Oh, no, you can only get 1. You can only get 2, whatever. You've ate too much bread this week.
Yep.
Yeah. How's that going to work? I don't know. That's right. So.
What's Walmart going to do?
I don't think Walmart's going to run one of these grocery stores. And let me ask you this, Brenda. Now, I am not up on this. I haven't searched this, but the thing that he's doing there, is that not a salute of some kind?
Oh, you mean holding his hand over his heart?
His hand up there? Yeah. Is that not a salute of some kind? He's tapping his chest. I don't know. Somebody brought that to my attention and said that used to be a salute of some type. I don't know. I haven't looked. I really don't care to, but
I mean, look, he's at least got his hand over his heart like we used to do for the Pledge of Allegiance. Obama turned his back and put his hands behind him. Yeah. So, I mean, not that I like the guy or anything, but
Mama Danny, he is asking for more money now. Remember, he didn't want your money. Now he wants your money. Yep. He's begging supporters to send money to his team before he gets elected, or not elected, before he gets in office. So
he's upping the taxes and asking for everybody to support him and give him more money.
Yep, that's correct. Also, he's looking for his wallet. No, Randy, he's looking for your wallet. He'd be grabbing your wallet.
It's like a everybody's wallet.
So every week books come out, and they usually drop on Tuesdays or Thursdays, depending on the genre or whatever, when they're released. Yeah. And so psychiatrists have written a book about President Trump. And they said that he's paranoid, he is dangerous, and he is suffering from dementia. Now, I want to point out that these people, no, hold on, hear me out. These people that wrote this book are simply selling a book. They're making money. They're using their professional opinion to evaluate a person they have not had hands on. So what they're stating is their opinion, not a medical diagnosis. And this is where the press is running with this and getting this wrong. In order for a physician to have that patient doctor relationship, they have to actually have hands on. And I don't mean they have to touch you or whatever.
Yes.
They have to have a relationship. These are doctors that have written a book to sell their opinion. And that's all that is. That's all that is. They're selling something. Now, yesterday we talked about this. The picture I said that I thought was great. Well, they're trying now to use that against him and say that is a bad thing, that he has lost his mind. And apparently yesterday when they came back into their press conference, it looked as though Trump may have been snoozing. I don't know. I didn't see the press conference. I've seen the video, seen the pictures. I mean, he opens his eyes. Yeah, he might be sleepy, but shit, the dude gets up and is at work at 5 a.m. and he goes until damn midnight.
Well, that one there, if I see somebody sitting like that, I'm thinking he probably has a damn headache. I mean, look at what he puts up with.
Well, I mean, if you look at this picture, we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
That I think this picture is great. He is exasperated. He's like, the people around me. And come to find out, oh yeah, by the way, we need to run a correction. In case you listened to us yesterday, I said it was Gordon Finley. He was a pharmaceutical representative. Well, it was not. And I questioned that yesterday because I was like, this guy don't look 46. But he was misidentified. His name, we know it's Gordon, but it has not been released. His condition, they've only said he's, quote, fine or stable. They've used those two words. Apparently, after the incident, they tried to get him up in a chair, but his blood pressure wouldn't manage it, so he had to leave the Oval Office in a gurney. So he went to get medical treatment. We don't know what his medical condition was. We don't know. I've seen people speculating that he locked his knees, and that can make you pass out if you're standing up straight for too long because it blocks some of the blood flow. I don't know. I can't say. As a paramedic, I didn't have hands on. I can't tell you. But
Dr. Oz was there.
Yeah, well, Dr. Oz was there, and there was. I think the other guy was a doctor too. So, and by the way, I call that Carolyn Levitt. That is not Carolyn Levitt. I thought that was Carolyn Levitt, but it was not. So I may go back. She still may be hot. Yeah, he got medical treatment, but we don't know what it was. He did leave the Oval Office in a gurney. They came back and finished the press conference, and Trump went to sleep. So here's a picture of where they say he's asleep. See, here's the thing. A photograph captures. Yeah, he's the president. He can do what the fuck he wants. A photograph captures 1/60th of a second. You know, so he could just have his eyes closed in that. I don't know. They said it appeared that he dozed off. He was probably tired and didn't give a rat's at this point. He was excited about it at the beginning, and at the end, he's like, "Yeah, old man passed out. Fuck, I don't care. Let's just get this over with." Randy asked what I think about Erica Kirk at the Super Bowl halftime. Well, if she comes out wearing those black leather pants, I'm in.
I'm doing a show on the Kirks on Saturday night because
send Randy the link. He might like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. We talked about that. We've eliminated another 3 terrorists. We talked about that. North Korea before Hegseth left. They rattled their saber and shot another bottle rocket into the ocean. Good for them. So yeah, yay. The USS Ford, we know that was headed to Venezuela. Well, apparently they slowed their roll a little bit, and they are now holding off of the coast of Africa, according to press sources. So they've not entered the Caribbean. They're holding up off the coast of Africa because now they're saying that we may not attack Venezuela.
Well, it's because they're not getting paid. I mean, shit.
There's no gas in the thing.
They're There's like stranded out there. There's
You
no
can argue with that.
rule.
Well, hey, they do just pull up and stop and have swim days in the ocean.
Yeah.
I would love to do that once. I would love to jump off of the deck of a carrier into the ocean just to do it. I would love to do it. Yeah, they have, and then they have guys on point with rifles in case sharks show up. So first guy gets bit, they open fire on the sharks. So
Yeah.
You're going to be that one guy.
Just that one. Just that one. That's it.
So there's a new report being leaked. This hasn't made it to my other friends. We'll talk about it now. Maybe the other shows will pick it up and run it. But now they're saying that the Guardians are, quote, Space Force astronauts, could actually be armed, could actually be special forces trained. So our Guardians could be, did we see this coming? I kind of thought we did.
I did.
I mean, it
I've
makes
known that.
sense. If we're going to put a force in space, it might as well be one that'll fuck you up. I mean, hey, what if you've listened to this show long enough? We're Americans. We're pretty good at two things: blowing shit up and fucking shit up. So if we're going to go into space, we're going all Leroy Jenkins in that motherfucker.
Leroy Jenkins.
I mean, it's true. So I don't see that this is like,
style.
I don't see this as that big of a,
No.
I don't know, but this is going to be a new headline. So they're coming out and saying that, well, now we're putting soldiers in space. Well, here we come. I mean, I don't see this as so.
We need to send them to 3-Eye Atlas and help them find their way.
Randall said he would love to do a show about her. He doesn't like her. Well, she's pretty hot though. I don't know.
Yeah, there's. Boy.
I have seen some of the conspiracy. I watch them. I doom scroll and doom watch or whatever the hell you call it, so my listeners don't have to. And I don't break. I have already said, if you go back and listen to my shows, how I believe that Charlie Kirk exited life. I believe that it wasn't a guy with a rifle. You can go back and check all that out.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I'm not going to try and get clicks by having a fucking story about Charlie Kirk every goddamn day. I'm sorry. It's the news cycle is, this is my problem with channel 12. Even after the 24, the news cycle is up. Like I said, I don't even know why I upload these to Spotify and Rumble, because this news cycle is up. But at any rate, as we're Leroy Jenkins it, they've come up with a new idea from Arc Orbital. We will have supply capsules. Now, a lot of people don't realize we actually kind of have that already. Atlanta is a hub for a lot of that. But the military now wants to take these supply capsules and be able to put them with our Leroy Jenkins tools anywhere in the world within an hour.
Oh.
And we now have the capability of doing that down to 50 feet. It's a new kind of spacecraft. So it's not a capsule. It's not a plane. It's basically, it lifts, it goes where it's supposed to, and then it descends. Yeah. Within 1 hour, anywhere in the world. Now, I don't know if this is people or if this is equipment, but it doesn't really specify. I think if we go back to that previous article and we tie the two together with the Space Guardians that are special forces, I can see where this is a thing. Yeah. So they would put them, you'd have to have balls of steel. Jesus Christ. You're getting in a tin can that's going to be sitting on top of a BOM boom and going up into the stratosphere, and then, we're hoping it lands safely.
Or you can
we have no control of it. There's some guy that's not getting paid by the government in Utah going, fuck it, I'm going to break. So, I mean, like I said, I doom scroll and I read these things. I'm putting 2 and 2 together on this one. If they want to take these vessels, they're calling them arcs, and be able to place them anywhere, we see that headline. At the same time, we see another one about the Guardians are going to be special forces. Well, I'm going to bet that their shit's going to be in that arc. So, I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm not this. Do I need to play my disclaimer again? So, we're not even going to go into all the fake news. How they talk about the VHS. We're not going to go on that. Because we're going to run out of time. London, World War II veteran. He says the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. And he says that winning the war for the UK wasn't worth the blood that we lost for it because of the way the condition it's become. Wow. For what, he says, the country today? No, I'm sorry. The sacrifice wasn't worth the result that it is now. What we fought for was our freedom, and even now it's a damn sight worse than what it was when we fought the war. This is a 100-year-old soldier that look at the medals on that guy. You were talking about balls of steel. That 100-year-old man has seen more shit in his life than most people have in theirs. And he's saying the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. You fucked it up. And go back to that headline where everyone's going to have it in their house. So we're not even going to get to FEMA today. Sorry, they didn't give a report. So you remember a couple days ago, we talked about the Gold's Gym that didn't toss the guy out that was in the woman's locker room.
Yeah.
He was harmless. Well, it gets worse. Alexis Black, the man pretending to be a woman who invaded the female locker at Gold's Gym, is a convicted criminal. It's multiple arrests for drug trafficking, domestic abuse. And he was arrested. Yes, he was arrested for exposing himself into the locker and then beat his wife. I'm not sure if he beat her to death or not, but then he took her name. Yeah. And
what?
Yeah. And the woman got kicked out of Gold's Gym because she complained.
That ain't no woman. It's a man.
Yeah. He was banned for the shit there. So the Jimmy Kimmel Show, apparently there was some kind of issue and they were canceled. The episode was to feature David Duchovny, Stranger Things star Joe Carey, and Madison Bear. But apparently, the last minute, there was some type of medical incident and they had to cancel the show. So they didn't say what or why, but they're apologizing and they are not giving any clues as to why it happened. Apparently, it was a medical emergency. So I hope whoever it was gets better. Mark Sanchez, if you've followed us anytime, you've heard us talk about him, the ex-football player turned thug. Well, he's been fired by Fox. I don't think that was a shock. He's going to get fired.
You're fired.
Stab a guy and beat an old guy up. Pretty good chance you're going to get fired. So, yeah. So, anybody in the U.S., and I will probably do this later today, the Mega Millions for Friday's drawing is $843 million. So, drawing is tonight at 11. Make sure to go get your Mega Millions ticket and throw your name in the hat there. See if you can win 804. Hey, if we don't come back on Monday, I'm sorry, Randy. If we don't come back on Monday, I won the whole thing. So I'll be in Florida. So know what you can address. So if I disappear, here's your sign. So
it'll be some old person that already owns a big mansion and a yacht and doesn't need the money. You know how that works.
Yeah. So normally in the second hour of the show, we give the FEMA daily operations report. Well, FEMA don't give two shits.
No, they don't.
There was no report. So they're just hoping we make it through the day without any major emergency. There's no FEMA report. Let's see. There was a 9:30 a.m. Press briefing at the Sticks. If anybody that's listening, no lottery in Vegas, of all places, no lottery in Vegas. Wow.
What?
That's what
With all the
Randy
gambling
says.
that goes on there?
Yeah,
When did that change?
crazy.
I used to live out there.
I don't know. So I guess they want to keep it all in house.
Yeah, right.
So everybody at the White House had to be on duty at 9 a.m. in their little cubicle. At 9:30, if you've followed us, you've heard me talk about it. They had a impromptu. Well, it wasn't really impromptu because it was scheduled, but it was at the Sticks. The president at 11:30, he greeted the prime minister of Hungary. Doesn't say if he was hungry or not. Then they had lunch together, so he must have been hungry. 2 o'clock, they told the out-of-town press pool to have your shit together.
Oh boy.
Because they're calling between 2:46, they called the lunch lid. 3:45, that bitch rolled out of there. President Trump has left the building, and he is en route to Florida as we speak. So, wonder if his air traffic was delayed. So,
No, I probably
President
never.
Trump has left the building. So, let's see what the headlines here. Trump, they're saying Trump will punish Hungary for buying Russia's energy. Well, probably should. We're kind of in a thing with him right now. Oh, he's going to attend the football game. Well, that's going to be interesting. The Commanders play the Washington Commanders play the Detroit Lions in Detroit, if I remember correctly. So it's been announced he's going to attend that. For some reason, the DOJ has backed off of Mayor Bowser in D.C., and she's no longer a target. And Schumer, 57 minutes ago, well, he makes a new deal. Let's see. Let's read this. Democratic leader proposed a new approach bill that would fund the government at current levels and extend the healthcare subsidies for a year. So they're still wanting free shit there. In a substantial fix for skyrocketing premiums on the Affordable Health Care Act. He said, let's find a path. He proposed the senators could establish a bipartisan commission. Oh, there we go. What goddamn committee? That don't make sense. Fuck, we can't get Senate to get along. You can get 8 people in a room together to get them along? Jesus Christ. He says the ball is in the Republicans' court. We just need to say yes. But once again, he has even come out and saying it. They want to fund the subsidies for another year. I mean, I guess that's better than forever, but
6 months. Maybe give him 6 months. That's it.
Yeah, maybe they'll, I don't know. Have they? Well, it doesn't say. I don't see a vote.
3 months. 3 months.
Yeah, I don't see any breaking news here about a vote. So maybe they'll work into the night, or because they can't leave on flights out of DC. So maybe they'll work on it.
They're not going anywhere.
I don't know. You get a captive audience. Maybe they'll do it. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. We talked about Trump bragging about Thanksgiving, which I call bullshit. Brendan and I disagree on that, but whatever. It is what it is. So
yeah.
Let's see. Trump pardons baseball star Darryl Strawberry. What did Darryl Strawberry do? Did he beat somebody in the head with a baseball bat or something? The president pardons former 8-time All-Star outfielder whom the White House had served time and paid back taxes after pleading guilty to tax evasion. So I guess he spent all of his money on blow and hoe and didn't pay his taxes and went to jail.
He probably spent it all on healthcare.
No, now he's going to. So he's been in custody and he served his time. Okay, well, I guess he's learned his lesson. We don't have any more money for blow and hoe. So
right. Oh my God.
So far they're saying the cancellations have affected Chicago, 40 canceled flight, Hartsfield 39, Denver 32, Los Angeles 28, Phoenix 27, San Francisco 24, and Newark 23. So they're slow rolling this. I think they're trying to slow roll it in the hopes that tonight they will come to some kind of agreement. So we'll see. Well, I don't know. Trust us, we're here from the government.
Yeah,
So
right.
let's see. We'll talk about real quick. We will talk about some weather here in the U.S. Much of the Midwest can anticipate, especially over the weekend, this Arctic front moving through. By Monday, it's going to be cold way to the south. You can expect pretty much the Midwest today, the Northeast by the end of the weekend, and well, your iguanas are going to be falling out of the trees in Florida. So heads up, get a big umbrella. In the middle of the country today, smack dab over Tennessee, Kentucky, and Alabama. There's a good chance for tornadic activity and high winds and hail. So pay attention if you're in any of those areas. Brisbane, well, you're at 22. Melbourne, you're at, well, we're just going to say 12. I'm going to round up Melbourne. I'm sorry. You're at 12. Brisbane, you're at 22. Perth, you're at 14. Only feels like 11, though. Adelaide, it's 12, but it feels like 9. Hobart, you're at 11. Canberra, well, it's 17. And the hot spot in Darwin is 24, but it already feels like a blistering 29. So there you go. I'm not making fun of you, Australia. I don't know if 24 or 29 is hot or not, but there you go. Randall said it's 80s in Vegas this week. Oh, there you go.
That's 86 here.
Not by the end of the weekend, Brenda. You've got a frost warning coming. So
all right.
you get a freeze warning coming. As this Arctic front comes down, looking here, we see that it's already pretty much past Louisville, coming down through Nashville. That's making the push. Once it hits the Appalachia, that energy is going to explode. So be careful today for those thunderstorms. It looks like it's about ripe right now for that type of activity. Yesterday, there was a lot of high winds on the west side of the Appalachia that caused power outages. But it looks like right now, so far, it's pretty decent. California does have 7,600 people, but yesterday that went through the Midwest and was pretty rough. We didn't even talk about Alaska. Gosh,
Poor Alaska.
Poor Alaska. Let's not forget we have not got out of hurricane season, and although they are not talking about it, and there's no prognostication for it, there is, with this Arctic front coming down, it is still going to hit a little Gulf warm air. So just don't get it out of your head that we're through hurricane season yet. Don't. Today is winter prepare day. I didn't really go into that. I was supposed to bring that up. ReadyGov, they have a calendar for every month, and today was their canned food in winter preparedness day. So be starting to think about that. Looking at the earthquakes, I don't see anything in the States. It looks like, in Turkey, they had a little shaking. In the Philippines. And let's see, we are out of time, Brenda. So
we are.
So we didn't even get through all of our stuff. So maybe this is how we finish the hour. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right. So everybody, I will be back Monday at 2:00. Brenda and we will be back, not I, 2:00. So we will be here with Sportcat'S Daily Gazette, unless I win the lottery. Win the lottery, hell, I might just disappear. So be thinking. I want anybody that has any input on our transition to Channel 12 and ideas for things they would love to see, or maybe just tell me to shut the fuck up. Let us know. I mean, I'm open to that too. Shut up. Okay. So everybody have a great weekend. If you're in the South, get ready. It's going to get cold. Make sure to pad those bras, ladies, because the nipples are going to poke out. So it's like my turkey gauge. You can tell when it's cold. When it's cold, nipples poke. How do people listen? I don't understand. I'm against padded bras, by the way. So.
Yeah, okay.
If anybody hasn't figured it out, like Pitt. Here we go. We're getting out of here for the weekend. Everybody have a great weekend. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. We will talk to everyone soon. See you then.